Song of Songs, and that is the one I think is about Solomon. Old Testament. Look it up in the front if you can't find it. Okay. Mine says Song of Solomon in the Message Bible, so just mentioning that. And then the first chapter, it didn't work. There we go. Go back one. Are we ready? Do you have your places? We are in Song of Songs. We're starting there now. And I don't know how long we'll go, but we'll get this Surefire Bible worldwide process. This is the season 7. That's the best way to say it. Here we go.
Song of Songs, Chapter 1. The song, best of all songs, Solomon's song. The woman. Kiss me, full on the mouth. Yes, for your love is better than wine, headier than your aromatic oils. The syllables of your name murmur like a meadow brook. No wonder everyone loves to say your name. Take me away with you. Let's run off together. An elopement with my king lover. We'll celebrate, we'll sing, we'll make great music. Yes, for your love is better than vintage wine. Everyone loves you, of course, and why not? I am weathered, but still elegant. Oh, dear sisters in Jerusalem, weather darkened like Kedar desert tents, time softened like Solomon's temple hangings. Don't look down on me because I'm dark, darkened by the sun's harsh rays. My brothers ridiculed me and sent me to work in the fields. They made me care for the face of the earth, but I had no time to care for my own face. Tell me where you're working. I love you so much. Tell me where you're tending your flocks, where you let them rest at noontime. Why should I be the one left out, outside the orbit of your tender care? The man. If you can't find me, loveliest of all women, it's all right. Stay with your flocks. Lead your lambs to good pasture. Stay with your shepherd neighbors. You remind me of Pharaoh's well-groomed and satiny mares. Pendant earrings line the elegance of your cheeks. Strands of jewels illuminate the curve of your throat. I'm making jewelry for you, gold and silver jewelry that will mark and accent your beauty. The woman. When my king lover lay down beside me, my fragrance filled the room. His head resting between my breasts. The head of my lover was a sachet of sweet myrrh. My beloved is a bouquet of wild flowers, picked just for me from the fields of En-Gedi. The man. Oh, my dear friend, you're so beautiful, and your eyes so beautiful, like doves. The woman. And you, my dear lover, you're so handsome, and the bed we share is like a forest glen. We enjoy a canopy of cedars, enclosed by cypresses, fragrant and green.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. I'm just a wildflower picked from the plains of Sharon, a lotus blossom from the valley pools. The man. A lotus blossoming in a swamp of weeds. That's my dear friend among the girls in the village. The woman. As an apricot tree stands out in the forest, my lover stands above the young men in town. All I want is to sit in his shade, to taste and savor his delicious love. He took me home with him for a festive meal, but his eyes feasted on me. Oh, give me something refreshing to eat, and quickly. Apricots, raisins, anything. I'm about to faint with love. His left hand cradles my head, and his right arm encircles my waist. Oh, let me warn you, sisters in Jerusalem, by the gazelles, yes, by all the wild deer. Don't excite love. Don't stir it up till the time is right and you're ready. Look, listen, there's my lover. Do you see him coming? Vaulting the mountains, leaping the hills? My lover is like a gazelle, graceful, like a young stag, virile. Look at him there, on tiptoe at the gate, all ears, all eyes, ready. My lover has arrived, and he's speaking to me. The man. Get up, my dear friend, fair and beautiful lover. Come to me. Look around you. Winter is over. The winter rains are over, gone. Spring flowers are in blossom all over. The whole world's a choir and singing. Spring warblers are filling the forest with sweet arpeggios. Lilacs are exuberantly purple and perfumed, and cherry trees fragrant with blossoms. Oh, get up, dear friend, my fair and beautiful lover, come to me. Come, my shy and modest dove, leave your seclusion. Come out in the open. Let me see your face. Let me hear your voice. For your voice is soothing, and your face is ravishing. The woman. Then you must protect me from the foxes. Foxes on the prowl.
Wow.
Foxes who would like nothing better than to get into our flowering garden. My lover is mine, and I am his. Nightly he strolls in our garden, delighting in the flowers, until dawn breathes its light, and night slips away. Turn to me, dear lover. Come like a gazelle. Leap like a wild stag on delectable mountains.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3. Restless in bed and sleepless through the night, I longed for my lover. I wanted him desperately. His absence was painful. So I got up, went out and roved the city, hunting through streets and down alleys. I wanted my lover in the worst way. I looked high and low and didn't find him. And then the night watchmen found me as they patrolled the darkened city. Have you seen my dear lost love? I asked. No sooner had I left them than I found him, found my dear lost love. I threw my arms around him and held him tight. Wouldn't let him go until I had him home again, safe at home beside the fire. Well, let me warn you, sisters in Jerusalem, by the gazelles, yes, by all the wild deer. Don't excite love, don't stir it up until the time is right and you're ready. What's this I see? Approaching from the desert, raising clouds of dust, filling the air with sweet smells and pungent aromatics. Look, it's Solomon's carriage, carried and guarded by 60 soldiers, 60 of Israel's finest, all of them armed to the teeth, trained for battle, ready for anything, any time. King Solomon once had a carriage built from fine-grained Lebanon cedar. He had it framed with silver and roofed with gold. The cushions were covered with a purple fabric, the interior lined with tooled leather. Come and look, sisters in Jerusalem. Oh, sisters of Zion, don't miss this. My king lover, dressed and garlanded for his wedding, his heart full, bursting with joy. Chapter 4. The man. You're so beautiful, my darling, so beautiful, and your dove eyes are veiled by your hair as it flows and shimmers, like a flock of goats in the distance, streaming down a hillside in the sunshine. Your smile is generous and full, expressive and strong and clean. Your lips are jewel red, your mouth elegant and inviting, your veiled cheeks soft and radiant. The smooth, lithe lines of your neck command notice. All heads turn in awe and admiration. Your breasts are like fawns, twins of a gazelle, grazing among the first spring flowers. The sweet, fragrant curves of your body, the soft, spiced contours of your flesh. Invite me, and I come. I stay until dawn breathes its light, and night slips away. You're beautiful from head to toe, my dear love, beautiful beyond compare, absolutely flawless. Come with me from Lebanon, my bride. Leave Lebanon behind. Come. Leave your high mountain hideaway. Abandon your wilderness seclusion, where you keep company with lions and panthers guard your safety. You've captured my heart, dear friend. You looked at me, I fell in love. One look my way, and I was hopelessly in love. How beautiful your love, dear, dear friend. Far more pleasing than a fine, rare wine. Your fragrance more exotic than select spices. The kisses of your lips are honey, my love. Every syllable you speak, a delicacy to savor. Your clothes smell like the wild outdoors, the ozone scent of high mountains. Dear lover and friend, you're a secret garden, a private and pure fountain. Body and soul, you are paradise. A whole orchard of succulent fruits, ripe apricots and peaches, oranges and pears.
Why are they coming up with
cinnamon,
fruits?
all scented woods, mint and lavender, and all herbs aromatic. A garden fountain, sparkling and splashing, fed by spring waters from the Lebanon mountains. The woman. Wake up, north wind. Get moving, south wind. Breathe on my garden. Fill the air with spice fragrance. Oh, let my lover enter his garden. Yes, let him eat the fine, ripe fruits.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5. The Man. I went to my garden, dear friend, best lover, breathed the sweet fragrance. I ate the fruit and honey. I drank the nectar and wine. Celebrate with me, friends. Raise your glasses to life, to love. The Woman. I was sound asleep, but in my dreams I was wide awake. Oh, listen, it's the sound of my lover knocking, calling. The Man. Let me in, dear companion, dearest friend, my dove, consummate lover. I'm soaked with the dampness of the night, drenched with dew, shivering and cold. The Woman. But I'm in my nightgown. Do you expect me to get dressed? I'm bathed and in bed. Do you want me to get dirty? But my lover wouldn't take no for an answer, and the longer he knocked, the more excited I became. I got up to open the door to my lover, sweetly ready to receive him, desiring and expectant as I turned the door handle. But when I opened the door, he was gone. My loved one had tired of waiting and left. And I died inside. Oh, I felt so bad. I ran out looking for him, but he was nowhere to be found. I called into the darkness, but no answer. The night watchmen found me as they patrolled the streets of the city. They slapped and beat and bruised me, ripping off my clothes. These watchmen, who were supposed to be guarding the city. I beg you, sisters in Jerusalem, if you find my lover, please tell him I want him, that I'm heartsick with love for him.
This is
The
the group.
chorus. What's so great about your lover, fair lady? What's so special about him that you beg for our help? The Woman. My dear lover glows with health, red-blooded, radiant. He's 1 in a million. There's no one quite like him. My golden one, pure and untarnished, with raven black curls tumbling across his shoulders. His eyes are like doves, soft and bright, but deep-set, brimming with meaning, like wells of water. His face is rugged, his beard smells like sage. His voice, his words, warm and reassuring. Fine muscles ripple beneath his skin, quiet and beautiful. His torso is the work of a sculptor, hard and smooth as ivory. He stands tall, like a cedar, strong and deep-rooted, a rugged mountain of a man, aromatic with wood and stone. His words are kisses, his kisses words. Everything about him delights me, thrills me through and through. That's my lover. That's my man, dear Jerusalem sisters. Chapter 6. The chorus.
The women back.
So where has this love of yours gone, fair one? Where on earth can he be? Can we help you look for him? The Woman. Never mind. My lover is already on his way to his garden, to browse among the flowers, touching the colors and forms. I am my lover's, and my lover is mine. He caresses the sweet-smelling flowers. The Man. Dear, dear friend and lover, you're as beautiful as Tirzah, city of delights, lovely as Jerusalem, city of dreams, the ravishing visions of my ecstasy. Your beauty is too much for me. I'm in over my head. I'm not used to this. I can't take it in. Your hair flows and shimmers like a flock of goats in the distance, streaming down a hillside in the sunshine. Your smile is generous and full, expressive and strong and clean. Your veiled cheeks are soft and radiant. There was no one like her on earth, never has been, never will be. She's a woman beyond compare. My dove is perfection, pure and innocent as the day she was born, and cradled in joy by her mother. Everyone who came by to see her exclaimed and admired her. All the fathers and mothers, the neighbors and friends blessed and praised her. Has anyone ever seen anything like this? Dawn fresh, moon lovely, sun radiant, ravishing as the night sky with its galaxies of stars. One day I went strolling through the orchard, looking for signs of spring, looking for buds about to burst into flower, anticipating readiness, ripeness. Before I knew it, my heart was raptured, carried away by lofty thoughts. Dance. Dance, dear Shulamite, angel princess, dance, and we'll feast our eyes on your grace. Everyone wants to see the Shulamite dance her victory dances of love and peace. Chapter 7. Shapely and graceful your sandaled feet, and queenly your movement. Your limbs are lithe and elegant, the work of a master artist. Your body is a chalice, wine-filled. Your skin is silken and tawny, like a field of wheat touched by the breeze. Your breasts are like fawns, twins of a gazelle. Your neck is carved ivory, curved and slender. Your eyes are wells of light, deep with mystery, quintessentially feminine. Your profile turns all heads, commanding attention. The feelings I get when I see the high mountain ranges, stirrings of desire, longings for the heights, remind me of you. I'm spoiled for anyone else. Your beauty, within and without, is absolute, dear lover, close companion. You are tall and supple, like the palm tree, and your full breasts are like sweet clusters of dates. I say, I'm going to climb that palm tree. I'm going to caress its fruit.
In the Bible.
Your breasts will be clusters of sweet fruit to me. Your breath clean and cool like fresh mint. Your tongue and lips like the best wine.
Verse 9.
Woman. Yes, and yours are too. My love's kisses flow from his lips to mine. I am my lover's. I'm all he wants. I'm all the world to him. Come, dear lover, let's tramp through the countryside. Let's sleep at some wayside inn. Then rise early and listen to bird song. Let's look for wildflowers in bloom, blackberry bushes blossoming white, fruit trees festooned with cascading flowers. And there I'll give myself to you, my love to your love. Love apples drench us with fragrance, fertility surrounds, suffuses us, fruits fresh and preserved that I've kept and saved just for you, my love.
Chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
Last one.
I wish you'd been my twin brother, sharing with me the breasts of my mother, playing outside in the street, kissing in plain view of everyone, and no one thinking anything of it. I'd take you by the hand and bring you home, where I was raised by my mother. You'd drink my wine and kiss my cheeks. Imagine, his left hand cradling my head, his right arm around my waist. Oh, let me warn you, sisters in Jerusalem, don't excite love. Don't stir it up until the time is right and you're ready. The chorus. Who is this I see coming up from the country, arm in arm with her lover? The man. I found you under the apricot tree and woke you up to love. Your mother went into labor under that tree, and under that very tree she bore you. The woman. Hang my locket around your neck. Wear my ring on your finger. Love is invincible, facing danger and death. Passion laughs at the terrors of hell. The fire of love stops at nothing. It sweeps everything before it. Floodwaters can't drown love. Torrents of rain can't put it out. Love can't be bought. Love can't be sold. It's not to be found in the marketplace. My brothers used to worry about me. Our little sister has no breasts. What shall we do with our little sister when men come asking for her? She's a virgin and vulnerable, and we'll protect her. If they think she's a wall, we'll top it with barbed wire. If they think she's a door, we'll barricade it. Dear brothers, I'm a walled-in virgin still, but my breasts are full, and when my lover sees me, he knows he'll soon be satisfied. The man. King Solomon may have vast vineyards in lush, fertile country, where he hires others to work the ground. People pay anything to get in on that bounty. But my vineyard is all mine, and I'm keeping it to myself. You can have your vast vineyard, Solomon, you and your greedy guests. Oh, Lady of the Gardens, my friends are with me listening. Let me hear your voice. The woman. Run to me, dear lover. Come like a gazelle. Leap like a wild stag on the Spice Mountains.
All right, moving on. We're going to be moving to Micah. All right, here we go. Micah is towards the New Testament, but not quite all the way to the New Testament. Here we go.
Micah, chapter 1. God's message as it came to Micah of Moresheth. It came during the reigns of Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. It had to do with what was going on in Samaria and Jerusalem. God takes the witness stand. Listen, people, all of you. Listen, earth and everyone in it. The Master, God, takes the witness stand against you. The Master from his holy temple. Look, here he comes. God from his place. He comes down and strides across mountains and hills. Mountains sink under his feet. Valleys split apart. The rock mountains crumble into gravel. The river valleys leak like sieves. All this because of Jacob's sin, because Israel's family did wrong. You ask, so what is Jacob's sin? Just look at Samaria. Isn't it obvious? And all the sex and religion shrines in Judah. Isn't Jerusalem responsible?
Verse 6.
I'm turning Samaria into a heap of rubble, a vacant lot littered with garbage. I'll dump the stones from her buildings in the valley and leave her abandoned foundations exposed. All her carved and cast gods and goddesses will be sold for stove wood and scrap metal. All her sacred fertility groves burned to the ground. All the sticks and stones she worshipped as gods, destroyed. These were her earnings from her life as a whore. This is what happens.
Just straight up uses the word.
This is why I lament and mourn. This is why I go around in rags and barefoot. This is why I howl like a pack of coyotes and moan like a mournful owl in the night. God has inflicted punishing wounds. Judah has been wounded with no healing in sight. Judgment has marched through the city gates. Jerusalem must face the charges.
Verse 10.
Don't gossip about this in Telltown. Don't waste your tears. In Dustville, roll in the dust. In Alarm Town, the alarm is sounded. The citizens of Exitburg will never get out alive. Lament, last stand city. There's nothing in you left standing. The villagers of Bittertown wait in vain for sweet peace. Harsh judgment has come from God and entered Peace City. All you who live in Chariotville, get in your chariots for flight. You led the daughter of Zion into trusting not God, but chariots. Similar sins in Israel also got their start in you. Go ahead and give your goodbye gifts to Goodbyeville. Mirage Town beckoned, but disappointed Israel's kings. Inheritance City has lost its inheritance. Glory Town has seen its last of glory. Shave your heads in mourning over the loss of your precious towns. Go bald as a goose egg. They've gone into exile and aren't coming back.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. God has had enough. Doom to those who plot evil, who go to bed dreaming up crimes. As soon as it's morning, they're off, full of energy, doing what they've planned. They covet fields and grab them, find homes and take them. They bully the neighbor and his family, see people only for what they can get out of them. God has had enough. He says, I have some plans of my own. Disaster because of this interbreeding evil.
Wow.
Your necks are on the line. You're not walking away from this. It's doomsday for you. Mocking ballads will be sung of you, and you yourselves will sing the blues. Our lives are ruined, our homes and lands auctioned off.
That's crazy.
They take everything, leave us nothing. All is sold to the highest bidder. And there'll be no one to stand up for you, no one to speak for you before God and his jury.
Verse 6.
Don't preach, say the preachers. Don't preach such stuff. Nothing bad will happen to us. Talk like this to the family of Jacob? Does God lose his temper? Is this the way he acts? Isn't he on the side of good people? Doesn't he help those who help themselves?
Verse 8.
What do you mean, good people? You're the enemy of my people. You rob unsuspecting people out for an evening stroll. You take their coats off their backs like soldiers who plunder the defenseless. You drive the women of my people out of their ample homes. You make victims of the children and leave them vulnerable to violence and vice. Get out of here, the lot of you. You can't take it easy here. You've polluted this place, and now you're polluted, ruined. If someone showed up with a good smile and glib tongue and told lies from morning to night, I'll preach sermons that will tell you how you can get anything you want from God. More money, the best wines, you name it. You'd hire him on the spot as your preacher.
Verse 12.
I'm calling a meeting, Jacob. I want everyone back, all the survivors of Israel. I'll get them together in one place, like sheep in a fold, like cattle in a corral. A milling throng of homebound people. Then I, God, will burst all confinements and lead them out into the open. They'll follow their king. I will be out in front, leading them.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3. Haters of good, lovers of evil. Then I said, listen, leaders of Jacob, leaders of Israel, don't you know anything of justice? Haters of good, lovers of evil. Isn't justice in your job description? But you skin my people alive. You rip the meat off their bones. You break up the bones, chop the meat, and throw it in a pot for cannibal stew. The time's coming, though, when these same leaders will cry out for help to God. But he won't listen. He'll turn his face the other way because of their history of evil. Here is God's message to the prophets, the preachers who lie to my people. For as long as they're well paid and well fed, the prophets preach, "Isn't life wonderful? Peace to all." But if you don't pay up and jump on their bandwagon, their "God bless you" turns into "God damn you." Therefore, you're going blind. You'll see nothing. You'll live in deep shadows and know nothing. The sun has set on the prophets. They've had their day. From now on, it's night. Visionaries will be confused. Experts will be all mixed up. They'll hide behind their reputations and make lame excuses to cover up their God ignorance. But me, I'm filled with God's power, filled with God's spirit of justice and strength, ready to confront Jacob's crime and Israel's sin. The leaders of Jacob and the leaders of Israel are leaders contemptuous of justice, who twist and distort right living, leaders who build Zion by killing people, who expand Jerusalem by committing crimes. Judges sell verdicts to the highest bidder, priests mass market their teaching, prophets preach for high fees, all the while posturing and pretending dependence on God. We've got God on our side. He'll protect us from disaster. Because of people like you, Zion will be turned back into farmland.
My goodness.
Jerusalem end up as a pile of rubble. And instead of the temple on the mountain, a few scraggly scrub pines. Chapter 4. The making of God's people.
Verse 1.
But when all is said and done, God's temple on the mountain, firmly fixed, will dominate all mountains, towering above surrounding hills. People will stream to it, and many nations set out for it, saying, "Come, let's climb God's mountain. Let's go to the temple of Jacob's God. He will teach us how to live. We'll know how to live God's way. True teaching will issue from Zion, God's revelation from Jerusalem. He'll establish justice in the rabble of nations and settle disputes in faraway places. They'll trade in their swords for shovels, their spears for rakes and hoes. Nations will quit fighting each other, quit learning how to kill one another. Each man will sit under his own shade tree. Each woman, in safety, will tend her own garden. God of the angel army says so, and he means what he says. Meanwhile, all the other people live however they wish, picking and choosing their gods. But we live honoring God, and we're loyal to our God forever and ever. On that great day, God says, I will round up all the hurt and homeless, everyone I have bruised or banished. I will transform the battered into a company of the elite. I will make a strong nation out of the long lost, a showcase exhibit of God's rule in action, as I rule from Mount Zion, from here to eternity. And you stragglers around Jerusalem, eking out a living in shanty towns, the glory that once was will be again. Jerusalem's daughter will be the kingdom center.
Verse 9.
So why the doomsday hysterics? You still have a king, don't you? But maybe he's not doing his job, and you're panicked like a woman in labor. Well, go ahead. Twist and scream, daughter Jerusalem. You are like a woman in childbirth. You'll soon be out of the city, on your way, and camping in the open country. And then you'll arrive in Babylon. What you lost in Jerusalem will be found in Babylon. God will give you new life again. He'll redeem you from your enemies. But for right now, they're ganged up against you. Many godless peoples saying, kick her when she's down, violate her. We want to see Zion grovel in the dirt. These blasphemers have no idea what God is thinking and doing in this. They don't know that this is the making of God's people, that they are wheat being threshed, gold being refined. On your feet, daughter of Zion. Be threshed of chaff, be refined of dross. I'm remaking you into a people invincible, into God's juggernaut to crush the godless peoples. You'll bring their plunder as holy offerings to God, their wealth to the master of the earth. Chapter 5. The leader who will shepherd rule Israel. But for now, prepare for the worst, victim daughter. The siege is set against us. They humiliate Israel's king, slapping him around like a rag doll. But you, Bethlehem, David's country, the runt of the litter, from you will come the leader who will shepherd rule Israel. He'll be no upstart, no pretender. His family tree is ancient and distinguished. Meanwhile, Israel will be in foster homes until the birth pangs are over and the child is born. And the scattered brothers come back home to the family of Israel. He will stand tall in his shepherd rule by God's strength, centered in the majesty of God revealed. And the people will have a good and safe home, for the whole world will hold him in respect, peacemaker of the world. And if some bullying Assyrian shows up, invades and violates our land, don't worry. We'll put him in his place, send him packing, and watch his every move. Shepherd rule will extend as far as needed to Assyria and all other Nimrod bullies. Our shepherd ruler will save us from old or new enemies, from anyone who invades or violates our land. The purged and select company of Jacob will be like an island in the sea of peoples. They'll be like dew from God, like summer showers, not mentioned in the weather forecast, not subject to calculation or control. Yes, the purged and select company of Jacob will be like an island in the sea of peoples, like the king of beasts among wild beasts, like a young lion loose in a flock of sheep, killing and devouring the lambs and no one able to stop him. With your arms raised in triumph over your foes, your enemies will be no more. The day is coming, God's decree.
I guess that means Jesus is going to do that.
No more war. None. I'll slaughter your war horses and demolish your chariots. I'll dismantle military posts and level your fortifications. I'll abolish your religious black markets, your underworld traffic and black magic.
What?
I will smash your carved and cast gods and chop down your phallic posts. No more taking control of the world, worshipping what you do or make. I'll root out your sacred sects and power centers and destroy the God-defiant. In raging anger, I'll make a clean sweep of godless nations who haven't listened.
Man. Micah chapter 6.
Chapter 6. What God is looking for. Listen now. Listen to God. Take your stand in court. If you have a complaint, tell the mountains. Make your case to the hills. And now, mountains, hear God's case. Listen, jury earth, for I am bringing charges against my people. I am building a case against Israel. Dear people, how have I done you wrong? Have I burdened you, worn you out? Answer. I delivered you from a bad life in Egypt. I paid a good price to get you out of slavery. I sent Moses to lead you, and Aaron and Miriam to boot. Remember what Balak, king of Moab, tried to pull, and how Balaam, son of Beor, turned the tables on him? Remember all those stories about Shittim and Gilgal? Keep all God's salvation stories fresh and present. How can I stand up before God and show proper respect to the high God? Should I bring an armload of offerings topped off with yearling calves? Would God be impressed with thousands of rams, with buckets and barrels of olive oil? Would he be moved if I sacrificed my firstborn child, my precious baby, to cancel my sin? But he's already made it plain how to live, what to do, what God is looking for in men and women. It's quite simple. Do what is fair and just to your neighbor. Be compassionate and loyal in your love. And don't take yourself too seriously. Take God seriously.
Amen.
Attention. God calls out to the city. If you know what's good for you, you'll listen. So listen, all of you. This is serious business.
Verse 10. Do
you expect me to overlook obscene wealth you've piled up by cheating and fraud? Do you think I'll tolerate shady deals and shifty scheming?
Man.
I'm tired of the violent rich bullying their way with bluffs and lies. I'm fed up. Beginning now, you're finished. You'll pay for your sins down to your last cent. No matter how much you get, it will never be enough. Hollow stomachs, empty hearts. No matter how hard you work, you'll have nothing to show for it. Bankrupt lives, wasted souls. You'll plant grass, never get a lawn. You'll make jelly, never spread it on your bread. You'll press apples, but never drink the cider. You have lived by the standards of your king, Omri, the decadent lifestyle of the family of Ahab, because you've slavishly followed their fashions and forcing you into bankruptcy. Your way of life will be laughed at, a tasteless joke. Your lives will be derided, as futile and fake.
Last chapter, 7.
Chapter 7. Stick around to see what God will do. I'm overwhelmed with sorrow, sunk in a swamp of despair. I'm like someone who goes to the garden to pick cabbages and carrots and corn, and returns empty-handed, finds nothing for soup or sandwich or salad. There's not a decent person in sight. Right living humans are extinct. They're all out for one another's blood, animals preying on each other. They've all become experts in evil. Corrupt leaders demand bribes. The powerful rich make sure they get what they want. The best and brightest are thistles. The top of the line is crabgrass. But no longer. It's exam time. Look at them slinking away in disgrace. Don't trust your neighbor. Don't confide in your friend. Watch your words, even with your spouse. Neighborhoods and families are falling to pieces. The closer they are, sons, daughters, in-laws, the worse they can be. Your own family is the enemy. But me, I'm not giving up. I'm sticking around to see what God will do. I'm waiting for God to make things right. I'm counting on God to listen to me. Spreading your wings. Don't, enemy, crow over me. I'm down, but I'm not out. I'm sitting in the dark right now, but God is my light. I can take God's punishing rage. I deserve it. I sin. But it's not forever. He's on my side and is going to get me out of this. He'll turn on the lights and show me his ways. I'll see the whole picture and how right he is. My enemy will see it too. Be discredited. Yes, disgraced. This enemy who kept taunting. So where is this God of yours? I'm going to see it with these, my own eyes. My enemy disgraced. Trash in the gutter. That will be a day. A day for rebuilding your city. A day for stretching your arms, spreading your wings. All your dispersed and scattered people will come back. Old friends and family from faraway places. From Assyria in the east to Egypt in the west. From across the seas and out of the mountains. There'll be a reversal for everyone else. Massive depopulation because of the way they lived, the things they did. Shepherd, oh God, your people with your staff, your dear and precious flock, uniquely yours in a grove of trees centered in lotus land. Let them graze in lush Bashan, as in the old days in green Gilead. Reproduce the miracle wonders of our exodus from Egypt and the godless nations. Put them in their place, humiliated in their arrogance, speechless and clueless. Make them slink like snakes, crawl like cockroaches, come out of their holes from under their rocks, and face our God. Fill them with holy fear and trembling. Where is the God who can compare with you? Wiping the slate clean of guilt, turning a blind eye, a deaf ear, to the past sins of your purged and precious people? You don't nurse your anger, and don't stay angry long. For mercy is your specialty. That's what you love most. And compassion is on its way to us. You'll stamp out our wrongdoing. You'll sink our sins to the bottom of the ocean. You'll stay true to your word to Father Jacob and continue the compassion you showed grandfather Abraham. Everything you promised our ancestors from a long time ago. Okay, that's it for Micah. Now, I want to try to get Lamentations done tonight because it is like a really down in the dumps kind of chapter. It has, let me see. I don't know if we'll get it done. Oh, maybe so. There's only 5, so that might be possible. Lamentations is an Old Testament Bible, and it's basically them getting, like, facing the wrath of God, I believe. So let's see. Lamentations. Chapter 1. Yeah, it is. Worthless, cheap. This is how God feels about them. Oh, how empty this city, once teeming with people. A widow, this city, once in the front rank of nations, once queen of the ball. She's now a drudge in the kitchen. She cries herself to sleep each night, tears soaking her pillow. No one's left among her lovers to sit and hold her hand. Her friends have all dumped her. After years of pain and hard labor, Judah has gone into exile. She camps out among the nations, never feels at home. Hunted by all, she's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Zion's roads weep, empty of pilgrims headed to the feasts. All her city gates are deserted, her priests in despair. Her virgins are sad. How bitter her fate. Her enemies have become her masters. Her foes are living it up because God laid her low, punishing her repeated rebellions. Her children, prisoners of the enemy, trudge into exile. All beauty has drained from daughter Zion's face. Her princes are like deer famished for food, chased to exhaustion by hunters. Jerusalem remembers the day she lost everything, when her people fell into enemy hands, and not a soul there to help. Enemies looked on and laughed at her helpless silence. Jerusalem, who outsinned the whole world, is an outcast. All who admired her despise her now that they see beneath the surface. Miserable, she groans and turns away in shame. She played fast and loose with life. She never considered tomorrow, and now she's crashed royally, with no one to hold her hand. Look at my pain, O God, and how the enemy cruelly struts. The enemy reached out to take all her favorite things. She watched as pagans barged into her sanctuary, those very people for whom you posted orders. Keep out. This assembly off limits. All the people groaned, so desperate for food, so desperate to stay alive, that they bartered their favorite things for a bit of breakfast. Oh God, look at me. Worthless, cheap, abject. And you, passerby, look at me. Have you ever seen anything like this? Ever seen pain like my pain? Seen what he did to me? What God did to me in his rage? He struck me with lightning, skewered me from head to foot. Then he set traps all around so I could hardly move. Left me with nothing, left me sick and sick of living. He wove my sins into a rope and harnessed me to captivity's yoke. I'm goaded by cruel taskmasters. The master piled up my best soldiers in a heap, then called in thugs to break their fine young necks. The master crushed the life out of fair virgin Judah. For all this I weep buckets of tears, and not a soul within miles around cares for my soul. My children are wasted. My enemy got his way. Zion reached out for help, but no one helped. God ordered Jacob's enemies to surround him, and now no one wants anything to do with Jerusalem. God has right on his side. I'm the one who did wrong. Listen, everybody, look at what I'm going through. My fair young women, my fine young men, all herded into exile. I called to my friends, they betrayed me. My priests and my leaders only looked after themselves, trying, but failing to save their own skins. Oh God, look at the trouble I'm in. My stomach in knots, my heart wrecked by a life of rebellion. Massacres in the streets, starvation in the houses. Oh, listen to my groans. No one listens. No one cares. When my enemies heard of the trouble you gave me, they cheered. Bring on Judgment Day. Let them get what I got. Take a good look at their evil ways and give it to them. Give them what you gave me for my sins, groaning in pain, body and soul. I've had all I can take. Chapter 2. God walked away from his holy temple. Oh, how the master has cut down daughter Zion from the skies, dashed Israel's glorious city to earth. In his anger, treated his favorite as throwaway junk. The master, without a second thought, took Israel in one gulp. Raging, he smashed Judah's defenses, made hash of her king and princes. His anger blazing, he knocked Israel flat, broke Israel's arm, and turned his back just as the enemy approached. Came on Jacob like a wildfire from every direction. Like an enemy, he aimed his bow, bared his sword, and killed our young men, our pride and joy. His anger, like fire, burned down the homes in Zion. The master became the enemy. He had Israel for supper. He chewed up and spit out all the defenses. He left daughter Judah moaning and groaning. He plowed up his old trysting place, trashed his favorite rendezvous. God wiped out Zion's memories of feast days and Sabbaths, angrily sacked king and priest alike. God abandoned his altar, walked away from his holy temple, and turned the fortifications over to the enemy. As they cheered in God's temple, you'd have thought it was a feast day. God drew up plans to tear down the walls of daughter Zion. He assembled his crew, set to work, and went at it. Total demolition. The stones wept. Her city gates, iron bars and all, disappeared in the rubble. Her kings and princes off to exile, no one left to instruct or lead. Her prophets useless. They neither saw nor heard anything from God. The elders of daughter Zion sit silent on the ground. They throw dust on their heads, dress in rough penitential burlap. The young virgins of Jerusalem, their faces creased with the dirt. My eyes are blind with tears, my stomach in a knot. My insides have turned to jelly over my people's fate. Babies and children are fainting all over the place, calling to their mothers, "I'm hungry, I'm thirsty." Then, fainting like dying soldiers in the streets, breathing their last in their mothers' laps. How can I understand your plight, dear Jerusalem? What can I say to give you comfort, dear Zion? Who can put you together again? This bust-up is past understanding. Your prophets courted you with sweet talk. They didn't face you with your sins so that you could repent. Their sermons were all wishful thinking, deceptive illusions. Astonished, passers-by can't believe what they see. They rub their eyes, they shake their heads over Jerusalem. Is this the city voted most beautiful and best place to live? But now, your enemies gape, slack-jawed. Then they rub their hands in glee. We've got them. We've been waiting for this. Here it is. God did carry out, item by item, exactly what he said he'd do. He always said he'd do this. Now he's done it, torn the place down. He's let your enemies walk all over you, declared them world champions. Give out heart cries to the Master, dear repentant Zion. Let the tears roll like a river, day and night. And keep at it, no timeouts. Keep those tears flowing. As each night watch begins, get up and cry out in prayer. Pour your heart out face to face with the Master. Lift high your hands. Beg for the lives of your children who are starving to death out in the streets. Look at us, God. Think it over. Have you ever treated anyone like this? Should women eat their own babies, the very children they raised? Should priests and prophets be murdered in the Master's own sanctuary? Boys and old men lie in the gutters of the streets. My young men and women killed in their prime. Angry, you killed them in cold blood, cut them down without mercy. You invited, like friends to a party, men to swoop down and attack, so that on the big day of God's wrath, no one would get away. The children I loved and reared, gone, gone, gone.
Okay, we're going to stop there. I know that Lamentations is horrible, y'all. It is a horrible one to start on. So we're halfway through it. 3, 4, and 5 we'll do tomorrow night. Let me write that down here real quick. Tomorrow's the 1st. Is that right? 31st. All right. So now I know we got to do that one tomorrow night. Okay, we're moving to season 8. So let me go ahead and hang this up and we'll start again.